Hello, everybody. My name is Jayla Perkins, and I will be discussing how the film The Evil Dead uses the slasher canon to misogynistically degrade its female characters. The Evil Dead is a 1981 slasher splatter film by Sam Raimi. Um, In Clover's Men, Women, and Chainsaws, she says on page 23, the popularity of the slasher began to tail off in the mid 80s, and by the end of the decade, the form was largely drained. This film was released in 1981 before the slasher genre began to tail off. The Evil Dead embodies several tropes of the slasher genre. The Evil Dead plots consist of a group of young adults by the name of Shelley, Ashley, Scotty, Ashley, Shelley, Cheryl, and Linda. Scotty and Ashley share a uncommon bromance. Scotty and Shelley are a couple. Ashley and Linda are a couple, and Ashley is Cheryl's brother. These group of young people elicit sex appeal and they go off to a terrible place. Both the men and women characters face death. However, the final girl is re-envisioned to be the final male, Ashley. Our first attack is on the victim, Cheryl. A pan scene shows the different couples, Scotty and Sarah, Ashley and Linda, and Cheryl by herself. The two couples seem to be engaging in sexual activity, and Cheryl is seen drawing by herself. In this scene, an audience member would presume that Cheryl could be the final girl in that she is pursuing her art passion rather than a sexual passion. While drawing, Cheryl hears a noise in the woods and she takes initiative, another characteristic of the final girl, to see what the noise is. On page 34, Clover says in Men, Women, and Chainsaws, boys die in short not because they are boys, but because they make mistakes. Some girls die for the same mistakes. Others, however, and always the main ones, die plot after plot develops in the motive because they are female. Cheryl did not get... Okay, so while Cheryl takes initiative, Cheryl looks in the woods and is attacked by the woods. She is not attacked because she took initiative to find out the noise. She's attacked because she is female. And while the audience witnesses her attack, the male gaze point of view shows her repeatedly being assaulted. And in this point of view, we are seeing Cheryl's lower body. We see the trees tying Cheryl down, and we see the trees ripping Cheryl's clothes off. The male gaze point of view heightens the attack on Cheryl, and it violates her womanhood. Attack 2 is on the passive character Shelley. We see audiences see Shelley's passiveness at the 1808 marker when the group is listening to the demonic recordings. She doesn't suggest to Scotty or Ashley, the ones who are repeatedly playing the demonic recordings, to turn them off. And then she also witnesses her friend Cheryl spaz out and psych out while listening to the recordings, and she doesn't try to console Cheryl. She just is cuddling with her boyfriend Scotty the whole time. On page 35 of Men, Women, and Chainsaws, it says the murders of women, on the other hand, are filmed at closer range in more graphic detail and at a greater length. Shelley's attack is delivered by her boyfriend Scotty, and she is decapitated and burned. This scene lasts a duration of 5 minutes. This scene replicates domestic violence in that it's very interpersonal. It's between Scotty, the boyfriend, and Shelley, the girlfriend, as well as it being very graphic. Scotty burns and decapitates Shelley while Ashley onlooks and he doesn't step in. This is a reflection of domestic violence in modern society, making the victim the female and the assaulter the male, and having onlookers not break up the violence. Both Scotty and Linda share a interpersonal relationship with the final male, Ashley. Scotty is Ashley's best friend. Linda is Ashley's girlfriend. However, their relationships do not define the deaths that they receive. It's their gender. On page 35, Clover says, the death of a male is more likely than the death of a female to be viewed from a distance or viewed only dimly because of darkness or fog, for example, or indeed to happen off screen and not to be viewed at all. Scotty's attack occurs off screen. Scotty then stumbles back in the house and is witnessed by Ashley to be bludgeoned, bloody, and Ashley consults Scotty, and this weird bromance occurs. We see in this consolidation Ashley on his knees, kind of crying and giving more remorse to Scotty for his attack, for him being attacked than that of the two other women, his friend and his Sarah and his sister Cheryl. In this, we also see Ashley's heightened femininity as he is consoling Scotty. His sister begins to taunt him as well as Linda. This taunting and bullying of Ashley's masculinity is the reversal of the women not only being the abusers, the women not only being the victims, but the abusers. So the women are also not only attacked, but they are also fueling the fire and bullying Ashley because he is not masculine. On 58, at the 58-59 marker, Linda then attacks Ashley as he is grieving from witnessing Scotty. And then after this attack, Ashley finally builds the courage to stab his girlfriend Linda. After the stabbing and what we presume to be Linda's death, Linda as Ashley goes to bury Linda. Linda awakens and attacks Ashley's again. Ashley has to then build up more masculinity to carry out the whole killing of Linda. And in this killing, Linda is beheaded and her body is put on top of Ashley. And in this reverse scene, we see the eye camera of Ashley being attacked by Linda, and the attacker's point of view of Linda attacking Ashley. The bodies are laying on top of each other, and Ashley is screaming while Linda is moaning, and this replicates rape. The blurring and the meshing of women being the victims and abusers is cynical and sinister, and it also builds on the Evil Dead abusing its women characters. The character that withstands all the evil and outlives all the danger that arose through the female attacks is Ashley. Ashley is male, however, he encompasses all the characteristics of the final female. He is the main character. He is the one who awakens the evil spirits, and he's the one that knows about the evil spirits, and he knows how to kill the evil spirits. His name is Ashley. And on page 51, Clover says the final girl is on reflection, a congenital double for the adolescent male. And this is true in Ashley's character. Ashley is his name, which is feminine. He doesn't want to attack his girlfriend. And he also has this weird bro relationship with his friend Scotty. However, he identifies as male. Although the Evil Dead tries to use role reversal, this slasher canon allowed the Evil Dead to castrate women and carry out harsher attacks on the women victims compared to the males. That concludes my presentation on The Evil Dead. This is my Works Cited page. Thank you. Bye-bye.